And good evening, welcome. We are having a few technical difficulties and issues coming from the Jeddah Corniche circuit in Saudi Arabia. Hopefully we are live now again. Hopefully all is working this time.
We are live now.
Are we sure? Somebody please
I'm very
say
sure.
hello.
I'm looking at it.
Fantastic. Oh, happy days. Apologies for the issues. I'm going to blame somebody, probably Red Car Rambo. Now then. Apologies everyone for the delay there, I'm not sure how that occurred, but we are back. Welcome to round 2 of season 11 from the Jeddah Corniche circuit in Saudi Arabia. So, salam alaikum, welcome everybody. I'm joined by Geke, who you may have briefly heard just there while we're getting this system back up and running, and immediately the first lap on the board is a 29.8 from Genie. But firstly, Geke, how are we? We've had to kind of rush back through that. How are we?
Yes,
you good?
Yes, I'm doing fine, yeah.
Wunderbar.
It's always wunderbar. It's one country, mate.
Well, yes. Now, the Jeddah Corniche circuit is one of the newer of the circuits in the world of Formula 1 and the world of sim racing. It's one of the more, well, up-to-date circuits, as you probably should say, in a racing sense, maybe not in a political sense, but we'll gloss over that because we don't get in too much trouble. Speaking of controversies, EA and Codemasters, please sort out your tyre dramas, whether they're real or not. Stop giving people a reason to moan and just make the game work. Thank you and good night. Now then, the Jeddah Corniche circuit is one of the newest circuits on the Formula 1 calendar. Is it one you enjoy, Geke, or is it one you're not a fan of?
It is one I actually enjoy. Especially the fast corners and the tight ones. I'm like, ooh.
Yes, you're right. There was lots of fast-flowing corners, lots of tiny little corners, but nevertheless, this is a very important track for getting every exit and traction zone spot on. This is only the third year that this race has been held. It's been held since 2021, and winners of the circuit are only 3 drivers, therefore, which is Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez, and Max Verstappen over those 3 years.
Yes.
It's only 3.8 miles long, say only, but it's only a minute and a half, not even a minute and a half lap, which in F1 terms is not that long when you consider how the track length is. It's a very high average speed, and we'll be seeing 25 laps in the 50% race today. Now, and obviously this is only round 2, so championship-wise, everything is about as open as Katie Price's legs, and therefore anything can happen, and as we know, MRC is full of surprises. First surprise of the night, Error Voice popping it into P1 on a second flying lap on the tyre. Wow. Good to see. Error Voice is a former teammate of mine and a very lovely chap.
And a Dutchman.
Indeed. Now, quick hello to everybody in the YouTube chat. Hello to Steve Jarman, also known as Kaiser Soze. Hello to Manny Grantham, also known as Delphina, and Martin of the Hills, the single track supreme, who's racing in the Alpine tonight. So what are you doing in the YouTube chat? You need to get on track. Now then. Neil in the Williams won the reserves tonight, pops into P13. That Williams looks gorgeous under the lights in the nighttime. And that's one of the things about this track that I really like, is in this nighttime kind of look, the cars just pop, the liveries come alive.
Yeah, true, they shine, so we say like that.
One of my personal favourites, the Mercedes livery, driven by the wonderful Stube. She's gone P9, that looks fantastic in the lights. So does the Aston Martin, as seen here by Genie. Greetings from Greece from our resident budgie smuggler, Calvin. He's on a holiday. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Have a good time, my friend.
Lucky man.
He is being replaced tonight in the Haas. In Tier 1. Speaking of reserves, Bergen is in the Red Bull in the absence of Jackster, who is also away tonight. He's just being wheeled into the garage. That's enough Red Bull for the TV for everyone tonight. We don't need any more of that.
Ooh,
now then. So, I don't know if you're aware, but McLaren, just before the session, have dropped a brand new livery for this weekend's British Grand Prix.
They did, I saw. To be honest, I like that more than this one.
Yeah, I think this livery we've got here is not bad, but it's a bit too much colour going on, whereas the chrome just looks incredible.
Orange and chrome. Mwah.
It's
a lovely one.
C'était magnifique. It's a beautiful thing. What's not a beautiful thing is the AlphaTauri. That is an ugly car. Ugly badge, ugly car, ugly halo. Two very rubbish drivers in it. Not in Tier 2, I mean in real life. No offence to either Gatian or to Lorby, who are both good drivers. Now then, we have some news to talk about though.
Ooh.
So then, we have recently, between the last round and this round, had to promote a certain Night Shadow, Gavin Jenkins, who finished 3rd in Tier 3 last season, and started this season off with some very jolly good pace in X and in Tier 3 and Tier 2. And he has, as a reward, been promoted to a vacancy that was in Tier 2. So congratulations to Gavin the Banshee.
In his first official.
Indeed, he's stepped into the Ferrari to partner Carl McBitty's Hobnob Edens. And I'm sure they will make a very dangerous pairing. We've got some bad news coming from the paddock, though. Apparently, Ryan the Red Car Rambo Barber, it says he does not feel too good. He's not feeling up to it. He's currently P12 in the Alfa Romeo. He's in the box, and he's not feeling good. I hope you feel better soon, my friends. We would like to see some good action from yourself tonight.
Looks like a McLaren put it up from P3.
Indeed, Dumas Hornet, great lap, 29.4. Alex is Jarek. Oh, bit of traffic from the Alfa Romeo. I believe that was that Heppy? I think it was a single track, 28.5, P1.
Wow.
Great
and
lap.
That's a 1-2 Alpines.
Here we go. Drops the bar for everyone else. Now, Alex in the Haas. He is the championship leader, having, obviously we only have one round, and having won that first round, he is the championship leader. He's always been a rather quick guy, and this new game seems to really suit his style. He seems to really be confident really early on, and, well, just look at him as he flies through this very fast middle sector. He's a second up on his current lap.
Oh, sorry.
Takes a lot of curb there. This could be on for a mid to high 28, depending on his final sector. What can the Haas man do?
Oh, that is something we will see in
Beats goes P2, 29.0. What a lap by the Ferrari man. He'll be very happy with that. Alex hits the wall on the exit. We've seen Max Verstappen do that in 2021.
Oh, Wazza's out.
Here we go, and Alex...
in the last corner.
Does not improve. Oh no, he does improve because of a little delay. 28.6. Jason Sargent's popped up and said, hello, I thought it was one-shot quali.
No, that was Friday, mate.
What do you want about Jason?
I think he meant Friday.
I don't know. He's a crazy kid. Anyway, we'll leave him be. Oh, just seen Alex and Sherry go very wide through the first sector. Let's leave him be. Who shall we look at? Fox River, Jake Card, the man from Reading, P5 currently in the Mercedes-Benz. He's 4 tenths up on his lap. Now then, he's on a 129.3. If he's 4 tenths up, he could be on for a mid-28. This could rival the front row of Alex and single track. Here we go. The final sector here really is just a chicane, then a long banked curve, and then a very tight hairpin. So there's not a lot of time to make up here, but you can lose a lot if you make a mistake. Here we go. Cuts as much of the line to take the shortest route to the finish line. P3 with the 28.7. Purple final sector too.
Oh, he has pace in him.
It's fantastic pace from the Bingo man.
The Bingo man. Oh, is that something new?
Foxy Bingo. Foxy Bingo.
I thought he was playing Bingo then.
Indeed. Now Gingini in the in the Aston Martin even. The Aston Martin man. He used to be known as Mr. Clean in MRC, and he still is Mr. Clean. Although I believe he's also an imposter, because I've seen photos of him at Edgbaston at the cricket this week, watching the Ashes between England and Australia, and I can confirm that he is Maurizio Pochettino. They are the same person. And if anyone has ever asked, have you ever seen the two in the same room together? The answer is no. So therefore they must be the same person. No negotiation.
No way.
4 tenths up in the middle sector on his lap though, and he's gone purple. This could well be a very good lap by our resident Fernando Alonso fanboy. He takes a wide line through this long final sector, interestingly. Here we go, final corner, keeps it nice and neat, just brushes against the wall, takes a slightly wider line towards the finish line and goes P6 with the 29.3. Here we go, good lap from the Genie. Now then, Bergen, he is in the middle sector, he's a second up in the first sector on himself. What can he do? Wazza is out of the session, by the way. I've just noticed he is retired from the session, currently in P8. Bergen reserving.
I told you that.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Bergen's 7 tenths up. He's lost a little time in the middle sector. What can he do on this lap? in the final sector. Here he goes, DRS wide open. Gonna break around the 100-meter ball for this final corner. Slams brakes on hard, throws it in. He's very cautious in the exit, doesn't want to go near the wall there, does he? He's playing it safe. And third, 28.7. Good lap. We've got only 4,000 between him and the Fox. Great laps. Now then, Night Shadow is on a lap. Nope, he looks like he's backed out of it.
He went up P7.
He is. Gassian is on a lap. He's nearly 5 temps up in the final sector. Here we go.
Maybe top 10?
Indeed, here we go. I think he'll get into the top 10 with this lap. Here we go. Takes the short run to the line. And Gassian goes P12 with a 29.8. Nearly.
As well.
So close to the top 10. Now then, who else is on a lap? Red Car Rambo. He said he wasn't feeling too well. Let's see how he recovers on this lap. He's in the middle sector. And his middle set point is 1.1 seconds up. This will put him on for a low 29. This could potentially be the top 5 for the barber in the barber shop. Now then, DRS wide open. He's got his center helmet live on the air. Hopefully it will be bringing him some good luck and some inspiration. He flies out the final corner. Again, a very tedious and calm response out the final corner. He wants to keep the car far from the wall. And he goes P5, 28.9. Great lap by Ryan.
You were right. Top 5.
I mean, I'm always right. I'm all-knowing. Now, 3 minutes 20 of this session to go. Alex Jarrett is retired. One of the pole elect drivers has binned it.
He just clipped the wall on the after the 2 corners and took turn 1 and 2. He just clipped the wall in turn 3.
Indeed.
When it was going left. Shame.
Now, Neil has run out of ERS, but he's nearly 2 temps up on himself in the middle sector. So, can he actually resurrect a good lap without the ERS? Here we go into the final corner. Does he complete the lap or will he bail and put it in the pits? Yeah, looks like he's going to pit. Let's leave him be. Comment from Mr. Hodgson saying, how did Fanning get from the back from the pub this time? In time for tier 2. Well, never fail to trust a Liverpudlian who's on a mission. If they want to get something done, they get something done. Jason Sargent says that because he's in a Red Bull, his tyres last longer than everyone else. Well, Sarge, as to quote yourself, just drive faster and be less rubbish. Get on with it. Lorpy, P11. Good lap from him. He improves. We have only got a couple of minutes left of this session, so if you're not already on track, get the hell out there and get a lap on the board.
That was a twitch.
Let's stay on board with Bits as he starts his final qualifying run in turn 1. Brakes very hard just before the 100-meter board, just gets the car slowed down, bit wide of the entrance. Turn 2, nice and neat. Turn 3 is a formality, it's just a slight curve before you line up for turn 4 and 5. This is a very tight little section. 5, you want to get the throttle early as you can. Hug the curb into 6, 7 and 8. Keep it nice and neat. Avoid the curb on the exit before 9. And then get on the beams as soon as you can for 10. Try not to hit the curb on the exit too hard. It's got away with that one though. Into 11, a long banked curve. You want to keep it nice and neat through here. Get on the throttle as early as you dare. He runs the car wide for maximum traction, and that's a good line. 13 is a nothing corner. 14, a nothing corner. And then 15, the sharp right that leads into 16. Ooh, it's not a big moment, but he's controlled it well. Great save. 16, 17, 18 and 19. All gentle kinks along this DRS section. The rear wing is wide open on the Ferrari. Now Mick Schumacher had a huge moment here in 2021 and hit the wall, and Bits nearly followed him into that wall. But he survives, doesn't invalidate on this time. The DRS wide open once again, the 3rd time on this lap it's open. Through the final sector, he sees his teammate ahead, doesn't get too much of a slipstream from him. Nice line through the final corner, a little bit wide, but you can carry the speed onto the final straight. DRS wide open once again, and into the pits. Okay. Anyway, we finally got a lap on board. We didn't manage to get a lap on board early in the session, but he's still on pole. Man like Martin, the single track, is P1 on track.
Red 5.
Red 5. Although the 5 on his car is actually pink.
Well,
Pink 5. He's 3/7 up in the first sector on himself. Could we about to see a baguette masterclass?
To say Connor is 4/10 up out of the first sector as
Brilliant.
well.
Keep an eye on Connor. We'll keep an eye on Martin. Hodgson says it's weird to not be out there, the T2 guys. Well, I'm sure it is, Mr. Hodgson, but you are with the Tier 1 boys. You're playing with the big boys at the big boy table. Martin is 2/10 up in the middle sector. He's lost a 10th, but he's up on his time. Bergen has finished his best lap, as has Red Car Rambo, Genie, Bit, Night Shadow, and Neil. Lorpy has pitted, Fox River has pitted, so it actually looks very unlikely that anyone's going to challenge you here now, Martin. Error Voice, your teammate, is just ahead of you. Hopefully you're not getting held up too much from him. Oh, they nearly collide! I think he was giving him a tow, but that was close to tears. Martin improves by a 10th, so he lost a 10th in the middle and final sector, but he still improved overall. Connor, talk us through us.
He is still on P18.
P18.
129.8. Shane.
Indeed. Who is still out there? I think it's Fanning is the only man that can still settle up, and he's just tiptoeing round. So that is the grid.
That is your grid.
Single track takes his first pole position. What?
The McLaren.
Which one?
Compass Hornet.
We did 28.5. He improved by 2/10.
We missed that one.
Well, we did. We were too busy watching the single track.
I was too busy watching the other one.
Well, there we go. So, single track takes his first pole position for quite a while, actually. But he'll be happy with that. Second, Dennis Hornet. Third, Alex Jarek, the last week's race winner. P4, Bergen. P5, the Fox River. 6th, Red Car Rambo. 7th, Genie. 8th, Bit. 9th, Error Voice. And 10th, Night Shadow. Outside the top 10, we will come back to you shortly. Well, after the slight telemetry issue we had at the start, we managed to get up and roll, and that was a very fun and exciting qualifying session for all. So,
it was.
We just run through the top 10, just to round out the bottom 10 in qualifying. P11 is Fanning. P12, Neil. P13, Lorpy. Wazza takes P14. 15th for Gassian. 16th, Morsa. 17th is Stube. 18th, Connor. 19th, Sociopath. And last but not least, is Happy.
Well, I don't think he's happy about number 20, mate.
Sorry?
I don't think he's happy.
Oh, he'll be happy.
Are you sure?
We'll find out. Anyway, Gecko, right. So qualifying times on the board there. Who are you putting down as your race-winning candidate?
Well, if I have a look at how the qualifying times are, there's 2P12 a second. So I think I'm going with my former driver coach, Dumbus Hornet.
I think that's a very good call. It's hard to pick. You? It's hard to pick. I'm torn between Alex Jarek and Single Track. I think one of those two.
What do you feel? What do you feel?
I think Alex Jarek. His pace he had last week was utterly it was just ridiculous, utterly incredible.
Alright, so we just put Single Track in the cupboard.
Oh, well, if he wants to come out of the cupboard and play,
he wants to come out, then that's the choice.
He's feel free to come and dance on the table. I think he's definitely in the mix for a potential win today. I mean, everyone on the grid is really. This is MRC. Anyone can win.
Anyone can win.
Except for me and you, because we are just commentating.
No, we always win. We always first over the line, mate.
Is this like Takeshi's Castle? We're all winners because we're all here for enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Let's talk about rubber.
Ooh, the rubber.
Now then, rubbers.
Ooh, that's the very different rubbers.
Now then, the medium, hard, and the soft compounds available again this week, as always. Now, the strategy here is, as usual, a one-stop strategy. You can do a two-stop, but it is slow without safety cars. The hard tyre and the medium tyre are very similar, ultimately. Hard is slightly slower, but go a little bit longer. The soft tyre seems to really be the one you want to use today if you can. And immediately, Dumbest Hornet, Red Car Rambo, Fanning, Gassian and Stu are all starting on the soft tyre. The hard tyre is being used to start with by Single Track on pole. Error Voice's teammate in P9. Neil and Sociopath, and the majority of the grid are starting on the medium tyre. I expect to see a lot of people doing a medium soft, medium, but those who are on the hards currently will be probably doing a hard to soft, I would imagine. Safety car here is inevitable with the rules being where they are and the speed of the track. Gecko, how many safety cars do you reckon we're going to get? We'll include VSCs in this. We need to have a prediction here.
With virtuals, well, I think with virtual safety cars in here, I will probably say maybe 5.
5? Okay, I think that's a respectable number. MRCX on Friday, we saw 5 or 6, maybe 7.
We got a red flag as well.
We did. It was a bit of a glitch, mind.
That was a glitch part, yeah, but after that, nothing was wrong with it anyway, bro. What's a fun thing though? We didn't even get off the line.
It was a really bizarre one, but regardless, we are at the end of the formation lap, so let's just wait for the drivers to form up on the grid, and then we will get busy in Saudi. Good luck, boys, from Frank the Ghost Rider. Now then,
from the commentators.
Exactly. So then, as the drivers form up, it's not the longest run, but it's also quite a quick run down to turn 1. I'm sure we will see plenty of people being opportunistic into turn 1. It's a very bottleneck style corner.
Depends if you have a good start.
Well, if you get a good start, you've got to really look at an opportunity, but you've also got to be cautious not just to send one into a closing gap. It is a corner where it's open at the start, and then at the very pinnacle of the corner, before turn 2, it's very narrow. So, here we go. The last 2 cars of Happy and Sociopath are into the grid slots. Now then, the lights are with us now. Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. And we are racing, and hopefully we'll get a better camera view because we cannot see much of what's going on. Single track, Lewis have had a good start. Dumbest Hornet is on the inside, and then immediately Alex and Jerry's trying to make a move on the inside of Dumbest Hornet. Single track's gone wide at turn 2, and that's allowed Dumbest Hornet to go past him. Alex is now having a look around the outside. This is a corner way. Oh, there's a connection between the two. It's not a corner you want to make a move. Oh wow, Red Car Rambo, by the way, up to P4. Great start from him. Bergen P5, 6 for Fox River. 7 Fanning.
There is a lot of things happening in the middle pack here. Carl dropped a lot of places.
We've got an AlphaTauri of Lorpy with no front wing. Absolute disaster.
That also happened, I think, in turn 3.
That's a disaster.
Carl has damage as well because he's dropping like a fly.
Oh no, Dumbest Hornet though, your pick for race winner is absolutely flying. He's already pulled a second on single track. Who's got Alex all over the back of him. What a start.
That's a very good start.
Let's ride on board.
And he said he does not feel right today.
Yeah, let's ride on board with Ryan, and you talk us through it as he looks at the back of single track. Talk us through it.
Oh, let's say he does feel confident in this kind of thing, and he is on a fast tyre, of course. But the question is, will he get tyre working? He is closing in, so I think in this pit straight, he's trying to do that. No, he did not. He was backing off. I think he will get him here and try to get into P2. And by the looks of it, he does not like the Alpine wing.
Well, we're looking at he's so close to the back of Martin.
And he's on the left. Ooh. Oh, he thinks about it again. Well, he's got a better corner though. He is. But his exit was not as amazing as the other one. Ooh, 5 seconds.
So we have our first safety car. We're only on lap 2. We have our first safety car. All the drivers, apart from 2 drivers who are in the pits, which is Lorpy and Bit, who both had damage, are past the safety car, so they will have to catch the safety car next lap. For those that have just pitted, that is a dream scenario, because it brings them back into contention.
With fresher tyres.
Indeed. Lorpy's gone to the hards. Will he try and go to the end? We'll see. Bit's gone for the mediums, so he will pit again. To be honest, I'd expect to pit again regardless of the strategies, no matter what they do now.
Who was the biggest victor out of this? Looks like it's Mr. Stoop. He gained 8 places. And the man that lost it all.
Yes. Let's
was
bring
Carl.
that up. Let's bring it up. So, position change,
went
yeah,
down
as
to
you
11.
mentioned there. Talk us through it. So, talk us through all the changes if you like. Go for it.
Well, we start with the number 1 man who swapped positions with the French car. Dumbershorn, of course. Swapping with single track. Red car jumps 3 places to get into the P3. Alex had a good start as well, but sadly dropped 1 place down. Gingini had a very good 2 laps here, or 1 lap and a half. Gained 2. Fox with 8 lost 1. Fanning also had a very, very good start. Jumped 4. His teammate, however, Bergen, lost 4. And he's now 7 and 8th. Oh, looks like Alex is going into the pits. He will be losing more places now.
He
Stu,
may have had damage then.
maybe. Stu, the biggest winner of all, has gained 9 places. And stays a lovely fun. Our voice, a consistent driver, he stays at the P9. Did not move apparently. Monster also, I think he is the 2nd highest gainer with someone else as well, with 6 places to grab. Gatian also grabbed 4. Wazza gained 2. Sociopath, the Haas, will he do in Hulkenberg today? We will not know. He also gained 6. Connor, a man, the tier 3 champion of last season, of course. He gained 4. Neil, sadly, in the Williams lost 3. Happy gained 4. Alex, because he pitted, lost 14, but you all remember. Gav, oh, did I miss that one? I did. Gav, also pitted, I think, has now lost 8. Carl lost 11, and Lorpu is lost 7. There's actually only 2 people who actually stayed with their places.
There we go. Well then. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We don't have much history to talk about. Obviously, we allude to a little tiny bit of it when
you can always.
The stream. There's not a huge amount of history here.
No, you can say there is maybe one of the fastest laps. I hate to say to you because it was from Red Bull.
You hate to say you love Red Bull.
I do in this game.
I mean, you're Dutch. You should love Red Bull.
Why do everyone think I'm Dutch and everyone like Red Bull? No, that's actually the only little bit I remember that he flunked it in a corner, or he hit the wall very hard. He had 2 purple sectors. I think that was the first ever
at the final
race.
corner. It was indeed.
It was a shame. It would have been a monster lap from him.
Although the one thing that is common with Jeddah, without doubt, is the chaos that comes with it is undoubted.
Immensely. It's always chaos. It doesn't matter where. Even if there's a boring race, there's always chaos to be found.
Indeed.
What am I saying? Boring race this? Never. What's this?
So at this stage, obviously strategy-wise, we've got 22 laps to go. The safety car should come in at the end of this lap. If someone was to have the hard tyres on now, they could go to the end in theory, but their tyres will be screaming like a pig for the last 2 or 3 laps.
Oh, who has the hard tyres on?
Well, let's get the tyre deltas back on the stream. There we go. So, it's still majority on the soft and medium. The hards are still the less used tyre. But ultimately, the pace between the tyres, once you've got that first few laps on the softs, there is not there's not a massive amount really. Like between the tyres, once you're up to running pace between them.
No.
4 or 5 laps into any tyre, they all seem to behave very similarly.
No, I can say that about every tyre in this track.
Definitely.
The soft, hard, medium. Once you shot through them all, you all have the same pace, in my opinion. Because if you shot through the soft, your pace has gone on that. If you shot through the mediums, your pace has gone on that. And then the hards, if you shot through them, your pace has gone on that. The only thing, you maybe gain 2 tenths out of the other tyres, and that's it. It's not like you use it big advantage out of these tyres. You maybe use it softs, say like 7 laps maybe. And then they slowly start to die. Hards, longer, of course. But they will also die and they will feel slippy. And of course with the mediums as well. In that sort of sense.
Indeed. It's also interesting, because of the braking on this game, we now see that people are having to brake later in the stint, which is interesting and obviously realistic with tyre delta. But here we go, the safety car has come into the pits. Thomas Horner is weaving like a madman trying to get heat in the tyres, and here we go, he's caught everyone out. Single track's coming with him.
A little sleeping there. That is very good. But Gingini and Fox is looking for it.
He didn't get the move done, but just down the order, we have Error Voice on the inside of him. Oh, Mercedes Nelson side by side.
He's got a better exit. Can he keep it? Will he get it? No, Fox thinks better of it.
But just down the order, we've got Error Voice and Stoob. Collision between the two, and somehow they are all facing in the right direction.
Monster's trying to capitalise with him. Sadly, he can't. Or maybe... it's gone a little bit wide out of that corner.
Here we go.
What's happening behind?
Let's stick with Ryan of Red Car.
And Alex. Alex takes it.
Back at the front, we've got Red Car Rambo all over the back of single track.
Connor lost 2 places in one corner.
Let's look back at the front. So P3 Ryan on the soft tyre all over the back of the Alpine of single track. The faster tyre to be on right now is the soft, but this will not be for much longer. Ryan needs to get this move done and dusted before Martin starts to get his tyres up to temperature.
Do you mean hards?
Yeah, Ryan's on the softs, Martin's on the hards.
I thought I heard it different. Oh, don't worry.
I might have got it wrong. Anyway. So let's ride on board with Ryan. Talk us through it as we look at the back of single track.
Which one? Oh, Ryan. Alright, I'm back again with Mr. Ryan over here. Looks like Hornet sets the fastest lap. Ryan, you can see his car, he is a little bit faster than single track. It's also the thing. I don't know who's got more experience, but I assume it is single track. You see his exit is far superior. He is on the tail of Dumbus Hornet, while Red Car is slowly falling off and getting chased by the Aston. But he is gaining on straight, so that is the thing you want as a soft corner. Ooh, a little bit wide, a little bit twitchy there, so he will lose those couple of tenths. Maybe Eugenia can capitalise if he can. He's still in the 5 tenths, 4 tenths region. I would say different from single track, he is going on the 4 tenths region. But it is still very close between the top 4, actually just fighting for that lead, or once they have that lead with 3 different tyres. And by the looks of it, he is gaining. Not enough though, maybe in the next straight. If he can have this corner wide and tight, but he does not, he goes a little bit widey. Nearly hits that wall. Keep it as tight as possible here on the left side. When you come out of the corner, then go on the right side. And of course, brake at 100. Ooh, Martin went a little bit wide, but Red Car went a little bit wider. And I think it will be staying like this. I think Red Car or the softs are slowly about to die, and single track's tyre is waking up.
Indeed, you're right. We've now got a top 5 in the hunt. 5 different teams, 5 different drivers.
Ooh, that's what we'd have to see.
We've now got a bit of a gap to Fanning and P6, who's now looks to have a little gap to Stu behind him before another little train. Let's just jump back to have a look here. Stu behind him. And it's Monster all over the back of him now. This is extremely close between all these guys too. Just behind them is Bergen, then Error Voice, Alex Jarek, Night Shadow is not too far behind either. Then there's another little fight behind him with Gassian Sociopath Wazza. So there's fights throughout the field here. But let's stick with the fight for the lead. DRS comes live this lap. Geke, do you think we're going to see a move from single track?
Well, if I look at it right here right now, you see his hard tyres are turning on. They've been through that phase where all the stuff, all the new shine is coming off. This tyre now is feeling for this track. And ooh, he misses! He missed the corner. And now he is...
We've got a safety car as Waz has hit the wall. Wazza is in the wall.
That is
just
a lucky man. Not saying for you, Wazza. I think that's very bad for you, but me, Single Track's got lucky there because he missed that corner completely.
Indeed. So, safety car number 2. The Wazza Williams is out of the session. And we have another safety car. We are going to see cars pitting. So
yes, Dumbus Hornet in the pits and red car. Single Track obviously staying out. All the soft and mediums are actually pitting.
Yes, if you're on the soft and mediums, you pit now for the hards. Simple. Well, if you're on the mediums, you surely pit. So if you're on the hards, you surely pit for a medium. I would have thought Martin would have pitted, but he didn't. One
that did not pit. Our voice not pitted. Alex, Sociopath, Carl, Lorpy, and the rest has pitted. But to be fair, I think that puts Dumbus Hornet net P1.
It does. He's only got 7 cars ahead of him. All of him will need to pit. He is in a great position.
Yeah, because I truly think Single Track made a mistake for not coming in. Same with, especially with Alex with his 5 laps of softs. Because on the 6th lap, those softs were not alive anymore.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think ultimately what we're going to see now is... I mean, we know in this game the tyre warm-up's quite quick, and on the newer tyres, the pace advantage is humongous.
It is.
So, Geke, the new game. Let's talk about the new games. So we've had Bahrain, and now we're at Saudi Arabia. We're still on the early days of the new game. How are you finding it so far? Talk us how you find it so far.
At first, when I tried the new game, I was getting used to the steering probably, because it felt hard in my kind of sense. But after trying a couple of laps in Bahrain, in the tracks that are on the calendar, especially the new track, Los Angeles, gotta say...
You mean Las Vegas?
Las Vegas, that one, sorry. That one. I am a whoop. Las Vegas. Gotta say, Las Vegas is a very, very tricky track to do. And I mean very, very tricky. Lots of blind corners, especially like this one.
Have you tried Qatar?
I've not tried Qatar yet. I was planning to do that in the weekend, but I did not have time.
Qatar is very fun, but it's so hard to keep it on track. Track limits are going to be a nightmare there.
Ooh. Like the same as yesterday.
I was going to say track limits in Austria are going to be rivaled by Qatar, and I can't believe I'm saying that after Ocon and his 30 seconds yesterday.
But they're good though for Lando Norris to get into P4 now.
Collision between Neil and Connor.
Oh.
I'm sure we'll hear more about that in stewarding. Let's leave that be for now. Neil has pitted. Maybe in that collision with Connor he picked up some wing damage.
I think he did, you know. Because they are starting to wait there for his wing. And he has. No, he's not. No. I don't know what's happening. That's 5 seconds, I know that, but I do not see wings. No, he's just changing tyres. You want to get rid of that penalty. Or they just didn't want to replace his wing.
There's only one driver on the grid on softs and only a few on mediums. Everyone should really be going to the end from here if they're on the hards.
Yeah, but you see red cars on the mediums new, Fanning as new, and the rest are actually all the old mediums, hard softs. And of course, from P8 to all the way down to P18 are all new hards.
Indeed. So, safety car should be making its way in this lap. Pop up in the YouTube chat and let us know who you think is going to take the rest of the race by storm. And also, what your thoughts are on the strategies.
What are your thoughts?
I think everyone who's pitted is going to be laughing. We saw it in X on Friday. Those that pitted earlier on were absolutely laughing later on in the race. Just looking at the YouTube chat, obviously safety car will be in later. Looking at the YouTube chat quickly. Saj says definitely put the hards on and just drive for the next safety car. Frank Martin goes right, says Alex Jarrett's good contender for the championship, and Hodgson agrees. Martin, having had that moment that you saw on stream, said he scared himself silly. And Qatar, well, Jay Sarge has responded to our comments about track limits at Qatar and says he's going to get lapped just because of track limit penalties. Well, we'll see about that. But here we go. Safety car restart is going.
Well, here you go. And he left already. He's booked it already. He left Aerovoice sleeping, and Alex now is gaining on Aerovoice. He is going to his left. Can he get him though? He is wheel to wheel, and he brakes much late. Aerovoice, or will he keep it? Can he win it back? Aerovoice does. Yes, no. Now it's just traction battle, and Alex wins that one.
He does indeed. Just behind them, the other half of Sociopath is... Ooh, Aerovoice in a big moment. Wow, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Just came on him and he was coming off the black bit. Ooh, and you can say the same thing about Alex. He had a moment as well. Because Aerovoice is now catching up again. And Martin is just driving away. Mr. Single Track here.
Oh, he's in the wall! He's in the wall!
What's happening here? A burger, can he capitalise because of that a mistake? He lost a juicy burger, but he wants a juicy single track now. No, single track is driving away again. Dumbus Horn is gaining on Lorpy. Is he trying to get that move done? Thinks about it. I think he will get him on this straight. Or no, well, Lorpy is gaining on Carl as well.
Let's cut back to the front, and Bergen has lost position to Alex. Although Alex very twitchy and exit the final corner. Will Alex on those newer soft tyres make everyone around him pay? He looks really quick right now.
Oh, that's a good
Being inside turn 1, and that is P1. Martin had to yield in the end there. But can he get him back on the exit? Here we go, they're side by side. You saw this early in the race with these two side by side. And ultimately, if you're on the outside there, you've got to back out. Martin doesn't want to say no though, and look at the train behind them. So this is a fight between Alex, Bergen, Bit, Single Track, Aerovoice, Sociopath, Lorpy. Thomas Hornet, our net race leader, is now in the back of this fight. Oh, and Thomas Hornet on the inside of Lorpy. Great move. And that's the benefit of the newer tyres. Mind you, Aerovoice is really struggling. He's now got... Yeah, Sociopath around the outside. Just backs out of that one. Well, Sociopath will get the better drive out the chicane.
Oh, he had a very better exit there. And he will get him in this straight,
and
maybe.
Bergen's looking at Martin as well now. Is this going to sort of speed up? Bergen backs out. They're both using ERS and catching Alex very quickly. Here we go, out of the chicane.
Oh, Thomas Horner went past Lorpy by...
yeah, we caught that on stream. We caught it on stream in the bank corner. Here we go. They're all using all the ERS to try and defend and attack at the same time. And so far, they are all staying in the same order. No changes there, with the exception of Lorpy is side by side with Red Car Rambo. Ryan should get him on the exit. Oh, we saw a collision in the back. There's a car around. It's Stu. It's in the wall.
Oh,
and that is a safety car.
That's the third one already.
Oh, here we go.
My prediction is getting closer and closer.
Bergen with a collision with Alex. What happened there?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Now, if you are Martin on the hard tyres, you need to pit now for the mediums.
Yeah, but the thing is...
He will be right at the back.
A lot of position.
But he'll lose the position no matter what he does here, because ultimately, if he doesn't pit till later, he's not going to pull away from them all. On these old tyres, he's not going to pull away.
No, you can say the same thing about Lorpy, Carl, Socio, Error, Bergen, all those people.
And Alex, yeah, they will all need to pit. Surely, every single one of them will pit and put something on.
Ooh, now... The question is, will they do it, or will they wait for another safety car?
And Thanky, also known as the Slayer, says, and very rightly, it doesn't matter what anyone has done yet, there will be another couple of safety cars. You know what? You're probably right, there will be at least one or two. Single Track will win, that's the prediction from J Sarge. There will be another safety car, so he can go hard to soft. Well, that is the alternative option, is that you stick out and you wait on another safety car.
That is an option, but he will be a sitting duck at one point.
It's a gamble. Whichever you do is a huge gamble. But J Sarge and the Slayer with two very strong inputs there. Hodge is commenting on their use of the soft tyre now being a race tyre. It's great to see it being usable.
Alex is going wide on that. He needs to pit Alex.
Yeah, I think Alex's tyres might just be a bit dead. And he does pit. He does pit. He's followed in by single track. He's followed by Bergen. Error voice, sociopath bits.
Seconds, so he will lose more.
Ooh. Red car Rambo, a lot of people are pitting, you know.
Except for Lorpy, he's not pitting, he's staying.
Indeed, so Thomas Hornet resumes the lead. Lorpy in P2, bit of an outlier. Is he going to try and back the field into his teammate Gassian in P8? I think he might.
He can try, I think so.
Gene in P3, by the way. Snuck his way up there. Fanning in P4. And Fanning on the mediums is a really bold one there. He could be dangerous later on.
A man who's fighting back to the top of half is Gav, who had a moment in the beginning of the race. Now back to P7. Ooh, medium, soft, medium, soft, medium. Ooh, Bergen and Carl, both on softs.
So everyone who's just pitted now is on the mediums, with the exception of Bergen and Carl, who are on the softs. The softs, that's an interesting one, because we've got 13 laps including this lap. If it comes in this lap, you'll have 12 laps on the softs. Now, that's doable, but the last lap of the race will be horrible.
You have to brake very early.
Oh yeah, and be cautious on the exit on the corner.
And this is not a track where you can do that. Because you need to speed out of these corners.
Indeed. Mark Hodgson says he would have stayed out a little bit longer, but then there's the risk of the tyre warm-up not being so good. And you're right, whatever you do here is a gamble. I would have personally pitted. J Sarge said he'd have stayed out, Hodge would have stayed out, and the Slayer would have stayed out. Ultimately, two of those three people have won titles, and I am not one of them. So
I would have stayed out. I would have come in as well.
Well, there we go. The safety car will surely be into the pits. Yeah, there it is. The safety car's going to come in. We will get 12 more laps of racing when it comes in. Here we go then. So, Thomas Hornet will lead. His real saving grace here is that the guys on the newer tyres are all in the bottom half of the grid, and everyone around him is on the same strategy as him, with the exception of Lorpy, who's right behind him, and that could allow him to pull a gap. Thomas Hornet really in a good position right now. Talk us through it, Gake. When's he going to go?
He is still doing his weavy. He is still, and he's gone. He left the place and he kept Lorpy. Not sleeping full, but Lorpy has not the traction to keep it.
Indeed.
And behind looks like
we've got an Aston Martin making a move. That's Monster at the inside of Night Shadow.
Oh, I think Night Shadow's making a move. Sociopath got 3 seconds.
Yeah, he cut turn 1 and 2.
Oh, look at... nearly.
Gav had to back out, and Morton's gone wide.
Well, Gav's lost some position. He is slowing down in this bit. And Thomas Hornet is just driving away now with a second out of sector 1.
Indeed. Oh, and up the inside goes Genie up the inside into the bank corner. What a move!
Is that another safety car or something?
It is another safety car, and Genie's had to relinquish the position, I believe. Oh no, he hasn't. He hasn't relinquished. It looked like he had, but he hasn't.
He just made it before the safety car.
So we have another safety car.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is number 4.
Yeah.
Yes, I am counting.
I'm glad you are, because... Well, you said... Was it 5?
Yeah, I said 5.
Well, we only need one more, and we've still got 11 laps after this one. Be at least 10 laps of racing.
Lap by now?
I can't remember.
After the first one?
I think we might have had lap 5.
Oh, that was a good one.
T1 may be delayed, says Mr. Hodge. You know what?
I think agree. So as well, you know. Stubb's out.
Yes. I think that's what caused the safety car.
Have we missed that bit? I'm sorry,
Stu. That must have been what caused the safety car. It's a huge shame. Nice to see Stu back after his time in the Falcons. Martin's just retired. He's at the final corner.
Oh no!
Whole sister And the guy who's led the most laps of this race today has just retired.
Oh no! So, JSR, there is your prediction gone? Just tell him. Nah, it is a shame though. He was driving it, he had a good quality, and he had an amazing start of this race. So if you're watching, just tell us what happened.
So
Coach Stu was out in the last safety car, so thank you for telling us that.
I'm sure that it just came up on the screen saying Martin had retired. It just said it there. I'm sure because he retired at the final corner. But
yeah, he did retire on the final corner. That's what I saw.
Yeah, I thought it was there. The safety car was already out. So what's brought this one up? I'm baffled. Anyway, so we're 3 cars down. A lot of people do say that this race is a track where ultimately, if you finish the race, you will get points. Well. And there, Jay Sarge pops up with a Jeddah lottery. It could be you. You're right. It is a lottery here.
It is a lottery. But now, it's going to be an interesting safety car we start.
Now that you're here in the chat, Jay Sarge, and we've got limited safety car chat left because of the crashes. Jay Sarge was the last Tier 1 winner. It's a truck here today. And on that podium, me and Kid Dynamite joined you in Tier 1.
Ooh.
I was a rose between 2 thorns. Which is a polite way of saying a pretty boy between 2 pricks. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Anand Thanky, the Slayer, says he's going to call semi-safety cars. My friend, believe in yourself. I know that you can definitely get some points today. Just keep your head up and try not to get too flustered by silly people like Sargent.
Looks like Mark wants to join in on that action. We're causing many safety cars.
But are we going to see a late safety car coming in? Is it going to say it in X? It said it coming out the final corner on Friday. And
not now.
Nope, it's going to do one more lap.
But it's going to be an interesting restart though. Now there's no Lorpy, now there's Cingini and Dumbus Hornet.
This does benefit those who did pit for the softs last time out. This really benefits them. It means their soft tyres are going to last that little bit longer.
Oh, what's that with
Lorpy, mind you, on those hards in P3, it's going to be a bold one.
Yeah, I don't know why he pitted now. If he pitted now, he would have been in a very good position.
Sarge says that we got lucky last time out, and you're right, we got very lucky with the late safety car. And let's try and get another podium tonight. Yes, let's try. Mr. Slayer says Sarge always makes everyone nervous. He has a tendency to send it. If I speak, I'm in trouble. I'm saying nothing. Anywho. Silly amount of safety cars, I agree, Mandy, and I fear for a silly amount of reports and stewarding. But we'll have to wait and see. Mandy? No, she's not driving. She's a steward.
Oh no, I forgot. 1-1.
But Mandy, get yourself on the game. Get yourself racing. I want to see what you're capable of. I reckon you'll be faster than Simba.
Ooh.
There's my prediction of the day. Mr. Thanky says, what wings am I running tonight? I'm running 50 on the front and 1 on the rear.
Oh, that's going to be lovely.
I'm waiting to get an absolute fish hook from one of him or Slayer or Sarge even. What wings are you running, Mr. Slayer? I think you should tell me first, and I'll copy you. I'll copy your wings because I'm not quick. Stop pinching the Hodgie setups. Oh, the 51, yeah, that explains why you were very spinny in Bahrain. Now then. Safety car is finally coming in, so we can now stop intimidating everyone in the YouTube chat. Sorry, and thank you for everyone for your patience. Chris is running 24-22. Oh, Sarge is getting brave. Now then, back to the racing. Let's get focused. Sorry, Hudge, I'll give you a cuddle later. Right, safety car finally making its way into the pits. Finally, we'll get some racing. It's about damn time.
When will Hornet go?
We will get 9 laps of racing to go. And here we go. Dumbus Hornet's gone brilliantly.
And Lorpy.
And look at this, Lorpy and Genie. Lorpy's looking to capitalise. I think he's trying to play the team game and hold people up for his teammate.
He's trying, but he should have kept past Genie if he wanted to do that.
Yeah, Genie hands on.
Move, and Monster fighting.
Indeed, just on board with the Ferrari here. He's hold on. Oh, no, Shadow just has to take avoiding action. Monster needed to back out of that, in my opinion. I think that was a little bit too aggressive.
A little bit aggressive is fair.
Lorpy's not letting go of Genie, by the way, despite the horrible low tyres.
He wants that P2. He wants that P2.
He does. He will probably need to pit, but he might try and stretch it to the end.
Maybe. There's always a risk.
Look at this side by side with Gassian and Alex Jerick. Alex has passed. Will Gassian be able to attack him back? Or will we see Alex make a move on Monster? I think Alex is going to get him here. They're both using ARS to try and attack and defend. Let's look from the helicopter overhead shot. Now then. DRS will not come live for another 2 laps. That will give those who are struggling for rear grip and rear straight line speed a bit of a chance. But look at Alex. Alex is already side by side, and just behind them you've got Sociopath side by side with Gassian. Alex round the outside, Monster brakes late and deep, and there's collision. I have to say, I think someone was just...
He is taking the lead. And he
is. Let's come back to the lead. There it is, Gini's through. Let's drop back. We've got 4 cars fighting over 1 position. It looked to me like Monster just broke too late and caused an accident. Here we go, 3 wide someone. Monster somehow hangs on. The 2 Haasmobiles are in the mix here. And out of all of this, Gassian has lost position to both Haas's and Monster. He's now going to lose to Error Voice as well. Error Voice round the outside. What a move. And now it's about to get worse for Gassian, as he's now got Bergen and Red Car Rambo on the back of him.
And Sociopath is past Monster.
Oh my word, Bergen has just been passed by Red Car Rambo. And there's a collision! Oh, Ryan has just collided with Gassian. Bergen has taken avoiding action. That's allowed Connor and Neil through. Gassian lives to fight another day. Now Fanning on the back of Lorpy now for a podium.
Well, Lorpy is holding on though. I give him credit.
He is indeed.
I really give him credit for it.
He is indeed.
He is not backing down.
That set of tyres is surely not far from the cliff.
But the fresh guys are coming slowly but surely.
Oh, collision between Monster and Gassian. 5-second penalty. Ryan's out of the session. He's hit the wall. Ryan and Monster are both in the wall at the chicane.
Oh.
And we have a VSC. That's number 5.
Oh, that's my number 5 prediction. Now, lads, no more.
If you need to pit, this is the time to pit. I'm surprised Lorpy didn't throw it into the pits there.
No,
we have a full safety car. Full safety car.
Oh, yeah, that's number 5. Number 5. I'm counting it still as 5. 5 safety cars.
Oh, what's happened there? Genie went to let the safety car through. And
why?
He went past it, but he shouldn't have passed it, and then has in turn had to be let back past by Dumbest Hornet.
Well, Dumbest Hornet was like a millisecond. If he did not pay attention to that, he was crying. And Lorpy, what will you do? A lot of people are pinning for softs.
This is definitely a good time to pit for softs, yeah. So 11th downwards are all on brand new softs. They are going to be rapid.
Going to be flying. Right, that sounded nothing so. But I've got to say, Lorpy, if he stays like this, and he is trying, I think he is trying to get to the end now.
Yeah, from this point he's got to. He might as well. He's gambled this long. His tyres will make it from here.
If he does, I respect you. That is a moment. From the button.
It has to be said, these safety cars, are they a little bit too trigger happy on this game? That's the question we need to ask.
I think they are, because to be honest, there were maybe a couple of laps of racing, and that's actually about it. In my opinion, there were more safety cars than racing, to be honest. Should we say half the race was safety and the half the race was actual racing?
I mean, ultimately, it's frustrating for the drivers who want just to get going and, well...
just have a race.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It does seem a little bit on the trigger-happy side. So the safety car will do one more lap while we wait for Monster to catch the back of the pack. Let's just have a quick look at the penalty situation. Weirdly, for a track where track limits are somewhat difficult for some people, Monster and Sociopath, the only ones with 3-second penalties to this point. Stops wise, the top 6 have all done one stop. Alex and Jarrett with 2 stops. 1 stop for Error Voice and Gatian, 4 for Neil, 3 for Night Shadow and Happy, 2 for Bergen, 3 for Bit, 2 for Connor, and 2 for Monster. Although Connor, Bit and Monster are all in again.
Why?
I mean, 3 set of tyres, I guess, but... Right, so it will be at the end of this lap, surely.
Gotta say, there's an Aston Martin 1-2 here.
Well, if you include the safety car, yes.
Yes. Oh, the safety car is a bigger car. Not a fast car, but a bigger car.
Now, the safety car surely will come in this lap, you'd think. We've still got 5 laps of racing after this lap.
I hope so. Oh, no more safety cars after this one.
Well, there could be.
No, don't you jinx it. I said there will be none, there will be none.
We'll see,
5 laps of racing is all I ask.
Well, 5 uninterrupted laps of racing would be nice.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
Now.
I mean, our commentary is being stretched in terms of what we can talk about here.
Yeah. So, again, the top 3 still hasn't changed. To be honest, only the position. For the rest, they haven't changed a bit. After the safety car.
Oh, we got a collision. Oh, Alex and Sociopath have swapped positions.
Oh, I think. Did Thompson hit someone? Did he hit Genie?
Sure. Anyway, and they've now swapped back, so it looks like they've corrected whatever happened there. Safety car is coming in this lap. We will go through the same procedure we've gone through before, and we will go again. Genie, this time is the race leader for the safety car restart, and will lead us out of the final corner. There's the safety car in the final corner, heading away. And here comes the pack into the final corner. The safety car, as you can see at the top of the right of the screen, is on its way into the pits. Our drivers are at the bottom of the screen in the middle of the final corner.
And it's go, 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 go.
He's going already. He's not waiting around, the man in the Aston Martin. And immediately he's rubbing his lamp to get all the power he can. Good restart, and we got a Red Bull off at turn 1. It's Fanning. He's had a moment.
Oh, I think we're going to see that in the sewers, though. I saw that.
Yeah, Fox Rivers struggled to avoid Fanning there, who's hanging on for P4. Is that Sociopath coming up the inside of him? It is.
I don't think that was Fox.
Oh, Fox has dropped down to 7. Fox had a moment at turn 1 avoiding him. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
I was just saying, oh, yeah, better ride than me, mate.
Meanwhile, Monster's had a moment, so it's Bit. Night Shadow on the brand new softs, by the way, is looking at the back of Gatian. Is he going to go around the outside? He's going to try, and he does, but will he get the exit? No, Gatian's got him back. Night Shadow will need all of the traction out of the chicane to try and get him again.
Ooh, that was a little bit of a touchy wall from Dumbus Hornet.
And they're side by side, and Night Shadow's got him. Is he now going to have the run on the Fox as well?
I think he has, yeah.
He doesn't on this time. Here we go, Fanning all over the back of Error Voice for P5. And what's scary here is Gav, the lead car of those that pitted for softs just now. How many positions is he going to make? Here he comes. He's having a look at the inside of the final corner. He brakes early, he keeps a tight line. Fox is on the outside and has got better drive out the corner. Gav will tuck in for the slipstream. She's ahead of them though. Lorpy defending hard on the Sociopath.
He is coming closer.
Indeed, let's jump to it.
This will be a fight. Lorpy's still hanging on.
He is, however, for how long though, because the guys behind on newer tyres are coming fast.
Sociopath and Error Voice.
Mind you, Dumbest Hornet doesn't want to let Genie go. Sociopath and Error Voice, like you say, are very much in the mix. And, oh, Dumbest Hornet has a moment. Lorby's right with him, and Mortis is now retired.
Ah, shame.
I think he's in the pits.
Yeah,
we've got Alex and Bitter back in the pits. Looks like they must have picked up some damage.
Sociopath is pushing Lorby gently in that corner.
Really is. We're going to get DRS not this lap, but next lap. So that could help for Sociopath.
Could help Dumbest Hornet if he sticks close to him.
The Sociopath has got a 3-second penalty, so he does need to get this move done very quickly. Meanwhile, Fanning and Fox River. Let's drop the front Fanning and Fox River as these guys are now under real threat from Gav. Jump back to the front. Lorpy, here we go. Is he going to get move done?
There's a free
Sorry, Lorpy's been done.
Voice as well. Oh, an Arrow Voice. He's sneaking past.
Indeed, he's through. Alex is out of the session now. He's had a moment at the chicane. Is that going to be another safety car? No, not today.
Good man.
Now Lorpy's down to P5. Sociopath has a penalty. Just down behind them though. Night Shadow on the outside in turn 1 of Fanning. Can he get the move done? He can, but Fanning comes back at turn 2. And Fanning holds on. This is hurting Night Shadow every lap that he doesn't get past these guys. Oh, Fanning just hangs on, and Fox River in P6 will be loving this. It's allowing him to pull away again. Now then, Bergen is jumping into the fight here. He's awesome, the new sauce. But Fanning's gone very wide. Error Voice, by the way, and Sociopath is fighting in the long curved bank corner.
I just saw that.
It's hard to know where to look right now. There's so much going on. Fanning really under big pressure now, as Night Shadow is in the middle of a Red Bull sandwich. I have to say Bergen looks more like to get Gav than Gav looks to get past Fanning.
And it looks like this battle for the lead will be interesting.
And Bergen has got past Night Shadow. Will his teammate Fanning let him go? Will they play the team game here?
Oh, and here comes Dumbest Hornet.
At the inside, Genie.
Get it?
He has. He's at the inside, but Genie's going to come back on the exit. Just behind them, we have another fight, which is Error Voice and Sociopath. But back to the front, they're side by side. Genie's back ahead.
Oh, he stole the DRS.
And Lorpy has now been passed by Fox River. Here comes Bergen, who got past Fanning, who's now chasing, using DRS to keep ahead of Night Shadow.
There's going to be an interesting fight for the lead for 4 cars here. Two
Error Voice
mediums and 2 hearts.
Sociopath backs out and move on Error Voice. This is impossible to know where to look right now. There is instance everywhere. Dumbest Hornet very wide. There's a curb there, which is awful if you get onto it. It just sends you flying.
Ah, that's a skateboard.
It really is a skateboard.
Skateboard curb.
Bit the fastest lap, 32.0. Let's stay with the front 4. Fanning and Night Shadow are fighting. We'll have to leave that fight be because we're trying to look at the fight for the lead. Yep, we'll have to leave that fight for the time being and stay with the front runners. Now then, Dumbest Hornet is a night. Now then, Genie had a huge moment. It hit the wall and the exit the chicane. Dumbest Hornet's already through. Does that mean that Genie will get DRS on the next straight? And it does.
Well, but Error Voice is coming closer as well.
Error Voice does love this track. I know this, having been his teammate last year. He did say this is his very favourite track. Error Voice with no ERS to attack though.
They're both coming into attack. Oh, but Error Voice got a very better turning.
Dumbest Hornet's going to have to defend for his life here. Here comes Genie. He takes the outside line. Dumbest Hornet on the inside. And then Error Voice looking to snoop round as well. Genie at the inside. Dumbest Hornet's collision! Oh, Dumbest Hornet has collided with him and he's gone into the wall. Oh no, Error Voice has taken the lead out of all of this.
Oh, and he had such a good race, Dumbest Hornet.
There was a collision there, and I'm sure we'll hear about that in shooting. But for now, Genie continues P2. He's got Sociopath all over the back of him. He has a time penalty, but will still push to try and get the positions. Fox River P4 has got Bergen all over the rear. He's gone wide in the exit there of the S's. Is Bergen going to make a move at the inside here? Not this time. Back to the cars ahead. Sociopath on the outside now of the Aston Martin. Genie would want to be attacking Aerovoice, not defending from Sociopath. Here we go, Bergen on this 6-lap hold soft. You'd imagine he might get Fox River here. Let's have a look. He's just not close enough, but he might be into the final corner. Sociopath first. Let's watch them as he goes for a move on Genie. Both have DRS. Both are out of ERS. Bergen, mind you, is just going around the outside of Fox.
Oh, a little
Genie is on the outside of Sociopath. Sociopath is through. Bergen is through. And Aerovoice weaves to celebrate his race win. P1 for Aerovoice, P2 Team Genie. Bergen takes the podium, P3. Fox River, P4. Night Shadow, P5. Sociopath, because of the penalty, drops to P6. Lorpy brings it home P7 after that bold strategy. 24 laps on a set of tyres. Fanning, P8. Neil, P9. 10th. Connor Hardy takes his first point in Tier 2. P11, the second of the McLarens. P12 will be Bit as he comes round the final corner. And Breathe. Then the remaining two cars behind Bit, which are Heppy is in P13. Or at least will come home in P13. And then finally, we have Gassian, the last of the running cars. Ooh, big twitch on the final corner in P14. If that wasn't action-packed enough, I don't know what was, but that was absolutely chaotic.
It was a chaotic race, yes. Driver of the day, of course. The game says Sociopath. Who is yours? I'm gonna have to give it to my former teammate Aerovoice. I know he's the race winner, but having not scored a point in the whole of last season to then come and win today, he needed that for his confidence. Great drive. Well, yeah. I give you that one. He had an amazing drive. Also, I think he was very good patient in the last couple of laps. Waited what the other front two waited, and he just capitalized with it. But mine is gonna be, I think it's gonna be Gav, because he had a good start in the race, had
Indeed.
a moment, but fall back all the way back to P5.
Indeed. So, just to run through, our race winner today is Aerovoice, running at the podium, Genie and Bergen. The rest of the points are as follows: P4 Fox River, P5 Night Shadow, P6 Sociopath, 7th Lorpy, 8th Fanning, 9th Neil, and 10th Connor Hardy. Dumbest Hornet, Bit, Heppy, Gassian ran out the remaining finishes out of the points, and the non-finishes were Alex Jarek, Mornstar, Redcar Rambo, Single Track, Stoop, and Wazza. Fastest lap today, Carl McBitty Edens with a 132.089. 6 safety cars, 6 DNFs, and 6 seconds of penalties at the end. It's just 6 all round. But if you found that exciting, please stick around, because we will have Tier 1 action coming up very shortly. And as we know, Tier 1 this season looks just as competitive as Tier 2, and I'm sure we'll put on a great show. Thank you for sticking with us, everyone who's been here. Thanks to those who joined the YouTube chat. Like, comment, and subscribe, and get freaky in the Discord with us. Thank you, Gecko, for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure to spend some time with you. Have a lovely evening, everyone, and good night.